Welcome to the Creative Wandering Duo with Dave and SandraZ-Fisher.
Hello everybody, how are you? Dave here, sorry about all the wiggling around, holding it by hand. Dave here of the Creative Wandering Duo, and I'm out here in my shop. Again, where else would I be? Got a couple of new additions for the shop. Number one, my apparel. See that? Looks official now, right? Yeah, I like that. And number two, I got myself a hand plane. Yeah, that's what that is. That's a hand plane. But it's also my jointer. Being just how I'm using reclaimed lumber, reclaimed wood, it started getting pretty tedious with the hand plane, so I asked for and received a hand plane, and because I wanted a jointer, and I don't have enough room in my shop for a jointer. It wasn't too hard to do up. There's guys on the interweb that'll show you how they do it, and there's all kinds of different methods. This one here is simple. I had questions at first, but it works. It works pretty good. As you can see from the shavings and dust and stuff that are around it, I have tried it out, and it works pretty good. Just a couple pieces of scrap metal. Found a piece of scrap plywood. All my stuff is scrap, and other bits and pieces of lumber, and I just kind of screwed it all together, and it works. It works. See, there's the scrap metal holding the front down, factory bolt there. I made one up there, metric of course, which is a pain in the butt. It even has dust collection. And I wanted a tall fence. It's just so wider boards stay straight. The back end is held up right here. Cut it out around the plywood on both sides, and it's just screwed to a 2x4, which is clamped to my table bench. So that's all there is to it, and it's for doing stuff like this. One side, the other side. All I do is I take, well, there's one I haven't touched yet. Take a board like that, and if you'll forgive me for a minute, I'll set you down so you can see what I do, how I do it. Wearing gloves for safety protection. These here are, I don't know how many years they spent outside, but that's where they lived, is outside in a pile. And I'm eyeballing for straightness. It's looking like this is the side that I want to straighten. It has the most wood there. Put my straight edge on it. If your level isn't straight, it's not a straight edge. It's not level either. Looking for the gaps, and just as the eyeball showed, we are high on the ends, and it looks like high on the center too. Just to make sure, have a flashlight. Shining along this joint here. It's a little bit high in the middle, but not a whole bunch. because there's still a gap there, but it's higher, there's less of a gap than here or over here. So where's my writing stick? The gap is right in here. Down at that end. And down at this end. Okay, that's step one. Finding out where we want to cut that down at. Alright, shave which ends we want to shave down. Also want to check for cupping, because I want the cupped edge to the fence, otherwise it'll rock. So, being as how that's the inside, as I figured, I'll just transfer these marks over to the other side. Don't necessarily need to be all that accurate, because this is not the accuracy stage. Now, forgive the noise, but start up the vacuum and the machine. And put on your safety glasses and ear protection. There we go. One straight edge on that board. It is ready now to go through the table saw, straighten up the other side, and the other processing I need to do with it. They're not going to be totally smoothed off on all four sides, although I do have equipment to do that, but we're not going to do that because these are going to be a rustic sliding barn door for our bathroom, which I'm getting told is due. So that's what we're doing right now, and that's one of many boards that we're working with. Yeah, and I got it nice and toasty in here right now, fire going in the stove, and yeah, so there's a whole bunch of that to do. And then I'll bring you back when I start on the next process, okay?